Hello, I am Ali Tariq from 10x Engineers. I work as associate hardware engineer on RISC-V architecture. In this video, I will be showing you how a user of Cloud5 can create his own pipeline script so that his job build can interact properly with GitHub repository or any other version control system repository which he has created so far. So before going further, I suppose that you have already gone through creation of GitHub repository and you have already added your credentials in Cloud5 if you need your repository to be triggered by automated events like pull requests or push. If you do not want these events to trigger your job build, then you are completely fine without adding credentials in Cloud5 regarding your version control system. So first of all, I am going to go to cloud5.co, which is the link, and I have already explained what this page actually is. You can still come here and read all these things if you are still unsure what Cloud5 is, and you can also request for an account by clicking on this link. So I am going to go to Cloud5 dashboard, and here you can see all the public builds which we have seen in the previous video. Now I am going to log in with the same demo user, and I am going to log in. Okay, so I am logged in right now, and I have also created a job build. Remember that job build and its configuration will be managed by administrator. Administrator will create a job for you, and administrator will also configure the settings according to what you have communicated with him so far. So if you have any specific needs, you can always email us at cloud5 at 10xengineers.ai. And here you can see, here this is the job build which I have created. Okay, so right now as an administrator, I have configured my job build to find a specific file in the repository called cloud5 pipeline script. Okay, so if this job build does not find that script in the repository, it will fail. So let me build this. So here you can see the third build has appeared and it has failed. So if we check the log, it says that unable to find cloud5 pipeline. This is the script which we need to create in our repository. So this says unable to find cloud5 pipeline from git, and this is the URL of the repository which I as an administrator have configured with this job build. So now from this point, by now you have figured out that we need to configure our repository to add this file in it, and the repository which is integrated with this job specifically is this repository, demo user repo.git. So let me go to the repository now. Okay, so this is the repository. It is nothing but just an empty repo right now, and there is only one readme.md file in it and just a repo here. So what I will be doing is that I will be creating a C file which will be compiled, and along with that C file I will also be creating a cloud5 pipeline file which is required by that build which we have seen just now. So let me add a new file, and let me call this demo user file.c. This will be the C file, and here I can write okay, I suppose you already know the format of C file. So I am going to write here include stdio.h. Here I am going to write main, and here I am going to write hello, I am demo user, and then a new line. This makes sense so far. So pretty much this makes sense pretty much, and I am going to commit changes in this repo. Okay, so a C file is created. Now the next thing which we need to do is that we need to create a pipeline script. So I am going to create a pipeline script. The name will be the same as we have seen here, which is Cloud 5 pipeline, which your administrator has configured inside the job build setting to find in your repo. Okay, so this is the file. Here, first of all, we're going to add a node or a runner on which your job build will be running. So if we go to the dashboard, here you can see the runners are stated as build executors, and the status is down below. So currently you can see star 5 vision 5.2 is still not working, high 5 unleashed is still not working, but we have chemo user mode which works right now. So we are going to use this for this instant. So I am going to add a note in the quoted marks. I am going to write chemo uh, user mode runner 1, just what is written right here. Okay, next I'm going to add a bracket here, and this will be the block for node, and everything we write inside this block will be running on chemo user mode runner 1. So first of all, we're going to check out our repository, and after that what this will do is that it will actually clone the repo on runner or build executor. So this makes sense. Next thing we are going to do is that we are going to add a stage here. The stage can be compilation stage. Okay, next I am going to add a bracket again, and here I am going to write sh and triple quotation marks, and I'm going to add a new line and triple quotation marks again. So whatever we write in this block will be considered a bash script or shell script for now, and if we write shebang and write bin bash, so this will be considered bash script. And right now I'm going to add bash script, and I suppose that you know that GCC is used for compiling C programs. So I am going to compile the file, which is called demo user dash file.c. So demo user dash file.c, and the output will be named as demo user.o. So you can see that this is a single line, and what it do is that it will compile the C file and it will produce a binary file, and the binary file will be named as demo user.o. So we should finish this stage because compilation stage should be only this far. In the next stage we should execute this. Okay, running the binary, you can write anything. So here I am going to add the same block again and shebang again, where I have written the same things, and in this block I am going to execute it. And I suppose you know that if we write this dot for present directory, and uh, I mean this whole dot and slash is for present directory, and if we write anything here it will consider it as a command to execute or a binary execution file to execute. So I am going to write here demo user.o. So demo user.o was creating in the first stage, and in the second stage we are executing the same file. So I think we are pretty much done, and let's see if we can actually make it to work. If I go here and if I build this now, so everything is pretty much sorted out. Okay, I'm going to build it, and we can see that it has failed. So let's see the console output. Okay, it says clone the repo, and it does not recognize what this actually is. So the comment which we can add in Groovy format are not actually added through hash. I think I have followed here a Python syntax, so I think this will be fine so far. So let me add it again. So what I have done is that I have okay, changed the comment, and I'm going to commit the changes. And here again the file is pretty much sorted out, and if I go to the demo user job build again and build it again, let's see if it works out. So it is running right now. If we go and see here, it is okay, so it is actually cloning it. As we see here, it is written checkout, so we should wait for it to clone on the runner. Okay, so our build has executed, and here you can see that a message is printed which we have expected so far. And this was all the file contents, and you can add as many stages as you like in the file. A user has to add this script in order for the repository to understand what the user wants to do with it. And everything which is considered as the configuration, like the creation of the job build and configuring how the job build will be triggered, will be handled by the administrator. But whatever you do with your job build with the contents of the file is or the contents of the repo is completely up to you as a user of Cloud 5. So this was all about the creating the pipeline script of Cloud 5. In the next video, we will be saying how a user can configure his or her repository so that it triggers a job build through pull request or any event for that sake. So that was all for now. Let's see you in the next video. I hope you have a good day. So goodbye.